Hi, good morning guys. It's Christina here with Forever Bored Soapery. I've been slacking a little bit here. I think I only put out 2 videos last week. I had been doing more than that, but yeah, been a little busy lately. Today I am just trying to waste some time actually. I have to run out today and visit a new store that is going to be selling my products, my soaps and bath bombs and scrubs and deodorants, all the things in Leduc. So pretty excited about that, to see some more products being sold in Leduc. So with that, I'm basically just hanging out here. I'm waiting for my husband to swing by. He's gonna watch the store for me today while I'm gone and doing some running around. It's kind of the agreement that we came up with, is whenever I need to leave the store for any reason, if I have a doctor's or if I'm working a market or things like that, he'll cover the store for me. So he's coming by here this morning, and he's just dropping the dogs off at the groomer first, and then he's gonna come by. I'm gonna run into Leduc, which is about a half an hour from where I'm at here currently. I have to stop and drop off some prescriptions, and then I will swing by this store and share my products with them. We've already kind of had our meet and greet, and they tested some of the products and things like that. I sent them home with some so they could test them out and all that good stuff. So they've done that, and they were happy with everything, which of course I know they will be. They're awesome products. So they've done that and said yes, they would like to carry my stuff. So we'll drop them off there today. If you are in the Leduc area, it's called Wood and Resin. It's just on the main street there in Leduc, kind of the main downtown core sort of thing. I think it's the second crosswalk, right beside the second crosswalk there, pretty sure, as you're going down the main street. But yeah, just a lovely little shop. If you ever get a chance to pop in there, it's worth it. They've got kind of a mini market sort of deal going on with lots of different vendors, but their primary item that they do is sell their own wood and resin products that they make. They do offer like classes and stuff too. But, you know, if you think about, I'm sure most of you have seen those big wooden tables with the resin rivers down the middle, that sort of thing. Those are the types of products that they're making there, which are very cool. Sorry, I need scissors. So yeah, so while I'm wasting time here today, waiting for that, I am just packaging some conditioner bars that I made yesterday. I am down to, I think I have 3 of the Satsuma orange conditioner bars left. So I definitely needed some of those. So I'm just wrapping them here today. They smell so good. And then, yeah, so I'm doing this. Drop off some prescriptions, hit the store, get them all set up and ready to go. I feel like there's one other thing I had to do when I'm out and about. It's not driving with me at this exact moment. I think I have to swing by Walmart really quick. And then head back this way. I have a lunch date with a friend and really good customer as well. So I have a bit of a lunch date with her. And then I'm back here pretty much in time to shut down the shop for the day, to go do my best friend. So kind of a lot going on today, just running around and such, but basically because we do live a little ways from town, whenever we go, we try to get all of our running around done at the same time so that we're not wasting fuel running into town all the time. So thus the Walmart stop and the prescriptions and lunch and everything else. Just kind of get everything done in one go. And then The shampoo and conditioner bars, I'm thinking I should do a sale on them again. Just trying to decide when. Maybe some of you guys are really good at this. When is the best time to run sales on products and things like that? Like I could always just run a sale randomly whenever, which I do. I definitely do that. But I'm trying to be a little bit more strategic in my thoughts about when to run a sale and how to run that sale. Just to, I don't know, draw in those customers, right? Like one thing I think I'm noticing is that the 15th of the month must be a payday that people feel comfortable spending money on. I seem to find that that is my busiest day, is that 15th of the month. So people are definitely doing some shopping there, more so than say the 1st of the month, another payday. So that's something for me just to be aware of. And then I'm kind of the mindset, well, do you run a sale when you know people are coming in anyways? And my first initial reaction to that would be, well, no, why, if you know everybody's coming, why wouldn't you just have them pay full price? But I do wonder, like, don't get me wrong, that makes sense. But I do wonder in my head if it would make sense to run like a, I don't know, 3 for certain, say 3 for $25. I used to run that sale quite a bit. To bump up those sales. So maybe instead of somebody coming in and just buying 1 bar, so maybe they'll buy 3 because they're already in here shopping. So I wonder about that, if it makes sense to run that style of a sale on that 15th, just to, they're already coming, but potentially to have them spend a little bit more money maybe than they were going to increase those sales at that time. Again, you marketing people out there, let me know your thoughts on that. If that makes sense. Is my mindset in the right path there, or am I not considering something? That sort of thing. Because I've definitely been running some sales outside of those payday areas, and I'm not seeing a huge uptake at this point in sales during those times. I do think my shampoo and conditioner bar sale would do well. That's what I'm thinking about running outside of the paydays, because I think people really love the shampoo and conditioner bars. So if they can get them on sale, they're going to come in and pick those up. Whether it's payday or not, I think they'll come in for those. And I do think I need to run one. Just kind of getting them stocked up again here before I do another sale on them. But I do think I need to run another sale on the shampoo and conditioner bars here soon. And then I might have to do a sale on the scrubs. Definitely must be more of a winter product. I wasn't really tracking it before this last 6 months, year-ish sort of thing. But the sales on the scrubs have really slowed right down. Which kind of makes sense, I guess. I feel like I use the scrubs more in the winter months. And then actually that's not true. Come summer, I start using them a lot too. Once I'm gardening, and that's coming up quickly. And once I am camping and stuff like that, I like to use it for gardening, for getting all the dirt off my hands because I never wear the gloves. And then camping season, I find my feet get really dirty, and I like to use it then as well. So that might be, I might have to think about that. Maybe somewhere around the May long weekend mark, maybe doing a sale on the scrubs as well. Get some of those moving. Because people love the scrubs. I have no doubts about that. It just seems to have slowed off a bit with sales on them. So I think maybe that might be a good idea. So yeah, just really struggling, I guess, with when to run sales, best time. to get the most effectiveness out of it, I guess, right? Just to increase the product that's moving, that sort of thing. I did do a little bit of research on kind of where my sales have been landing here in the last 3 months. Again, bearing in mind January, February, March are slower months, so kind of that first quarter. And I was happy to see that, one, my sales are higher than I had planned for. So that was great. I was really happy to see that, and by a lot, in some cases double more than what I had planned for. So really was happy to see that. I think overall it was almost double for the full 3 months of what I planned for. That being said, I was very conservative with my numbers because I just didn't know. It's my first time being in the shop, so on and so forth. But I did better than I thought, so I was happy with that. And then the other thing I did some research on in the shop was to find out where my sales were coming from. And the Forever Bored Soapery here in my shop is definitely my highest sales. That's what people are coming in for. And then I do have 2 vendors in my shop, Rosie's Rocks from Kalmar and Rune Jewelry. I think she was like Stony Plain, might be Edmonton. She's in the Edmonton area, somewhere up there in that area. Those 2 are my top sellers at this point in the last 3 months. So that, as I said, that, and top sellers based on income, not so much number of items sold, but on about a profit, I guess. But those 2 are my top 2. Not really surprised. Both are really great products. And I think people are really leaning towards my shop being more of that gift shop type vibe, which is great. It's definitely something for me to keep in mind as I bring in new vendors, that's what people are looking for, is that more gifty items, which is great. Yeah, so I've been pretty happy with that so far. I'm just gonna grab my shampoo bars here, start wrapping them at the same time so I don't have to run my heat gun while I'm chatting with you guys. So yeah, just trying to get some ideas on when to run sales, where my sales are at. I'm very happy with my first quarter. My second quarter, I really look forward to seeing how it grows. That's your April, May, June kind of frame. I'm just starting to do some markets here in May, and I have, what else do I have? Just some different things, some classes, some events, just all kinds of stuff. They're really starting to come up here. So one of the things I'm a little bit just recently worried about, and maybe because I'm coming up on that time where I'm getting really busy, but I'm starting to wonder what it's going to be like for me if I'm working classes and markets and events and all the things. Does it still make sense for me to have my shop open 5 days a week? And I know that sounds probably pretty weird to everybody because they're probably like, well, of course you'd be open 5 days. Why wouldn't you? I'm worried about burnout, to be perfectly honest. I'm worried about doing too much and burning out, and I definitely want to avoid that 110%. So although my husband will cover the shop when I'm doing those other events, it's still the planning and the prepping and all the things that go with it to do the events, getting everything set up here at the shop for him to be able to run things. I think they could add up. So for now, I'm gonna hold on to the 5 days a week and just see how it goes. But I've decided to be open to potentially having to close the shop to 4 or 3 days a week. And not only for myself when I talk about burnout, but my husband also runs the farm at home. We both drive school bus, and we are in the process of considering fostering as well. So busy, and planning to get busier. So as wonderful as the shop is, it's not going to be my primary source of income per se. Yes, it will bring in income, definitely, but it's not going to be my primary source. My primary will be my markets, my online sales, potentially classes. We'll see how those do. Right now we're keeping it pretty basic, so we'll see what the interest is and how people want to see it grow and add more to it and whatever. But for now, we're just keeping it pretty chill. I'm not liking the way these are feeling. Those first ones were fine, but these are just, now I'm gonna go back and check them. Maybe I just wasn't touching them all the way. These are feeling just a little bit damp still on the bottoms. So I'm just giving them all a good flip. And I'm just gonna check these. I was just kind of yapping and going, and maybe I wasn't checking them. So let's just see. Yeah, I'm gonna let these dry more. That was kind of a waste, sorry. Waste of plastic there. But they are feeling just a little bit damp, and as I was chatting away with you guys, I wasn't paying very much attention. So I'm just gonna unwrap these and let them just dry a little bit longer. We'll wrap them tomorrow. I forgot where my head was at there. What we were talking about. That's how my day goes. Anyways, burnout. So anyways, I'm just trying to keep myself open to the concept of how many hours do I need to work in the shop to be available for customers versus out of the shop. I'd like to see the shop grow in sales. You know, at the end of the day, it would be lovely not to have to work a lot of markets and have everybody just coming to the shop. So I'd like to see it stay open the 5 days a week, but I think I have to be flexible in what I can and can't do for now. And it's possible we might see something where it cuts back to a few days a week and then it could expand again later. I'm not 100% sure on that. My busiest day is Saturdays. So I do think there is some potential for days that I'm open now that I maybe don't need to be just yet. Yeah, so I'm thinking about it. Not quite there yet for staff. I don't foresee staff probably till next year. Though another thing I'm trying to stay open to is the possibility of a student work program. I have to do a little more research on that, but we do have kind of these student work programs through the schools that can be subsidized by the government. So for a small business like mine, who maybe can't afford to pay somebody even minimum wage at this point to be in the shop, the government actually will subsidize their wage if they're here for a couple hours a week or whatever. And so they're not here all the time, but they're here a little bit. And they'll help subsidize whatever you're paying them so that you can afford to have those staff and the students get some work experience and that kind of thing. So I'll definitely be looking into something like that, just for everything from somebody to do maybe the cleaning, give me a couple hours off, maybe somebody who could work on the weekends potentially down the line. You know, maybe we do the work program for the school year, then summer comes around and they work Saturdays for me while I'm at a market, that sort of thing. Lots of ideas and thoughts just rolling through my head. Anyways, if you enjoy my rambling, please like, share, subscribe, do all the things. I am going to let you go for now. I might try to get you the wooden resin video as I set up over there. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to let you go because my bride is here, and we'll talk to you later.